Hey, what's going on YouTube? James from J Kramer Fitness, protein review guy. Today, we are doing Transparent Labs 100% grass-fed whey protein. Before we get into the review, I always like to say timestamps are down below. I always talk about amino spiking, how many scoops do you need post-workout to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, how does the protein powder shape, all the important stuff that an informed and educated buyer would want to know before making and committing to a protein powder. And if you like this content, please leave a like. It really helps my small channel grow. And subscribe, because I do weekly protein powder reviews. So if you have a special request for a protein powder that I have not done yet in video format, please leave a comment below so I can go ahead and add that to my list. Let's go ahead and get into this unbiased review. The details of Transparent Labs. This protein powder has been making waves on social media. Of course, on the off time, I always watch a lot of YouTube, and of course, Transparent Labs keeps on cropping up in those 15 to 30 second advertising spots. So we'll go ahead and discuss in detail if the marketing hype meets up with the quality of the protein powder. Some of the statements that are being made about Transparent Labs, that it is clean, high protein quality option offering 28 grams of protein, that is offering minimal additives and ingredients. And the big one, of course, as shared right on the container, grass-fed. We'll go ahead and examine if this protein powder is truly a grass-fed protein. So first up, let's go ahead and discuss if Transparent Labs is third-party tested. One of the big selling points is the third-party certifications. It's been tested by Labdoor, Informed Labs, and Informed Choice. These certifications ensure that you are getting what's promised on the label. No amino spiking and no banned substances. Big time plus if you're a professional or collegiate athlete. But there is a catch. Despite these certifications, it is not certified as USDA Organic, nor is it truly grass-fed certified, which does raise some questions and concerns on some of the claims being made on the protein powder. Big one being grass-fed. Let's go ahead and examine if Transparent Labs is amino spiked. This one's an easy W right here. Transparent Labs is not amino spiked. You can breathe easily with Transparent Labs. Thanks to third-party testing, we know that this protein is not amino spiked. You are getting a solid 2.9 grams of leucine per serving, which is crucial for stimulating muscle growth. If Transparent Labs is truly a grass-fed protein powder, that's the million-dollar question. The company claims it's sourced from grass-fed dairy cows raised humanely without growth hormones, but without certification USDA Organic, which is the bare minimum in my book for certification for grass-fed, or truly grass-fed, which is the marquee certification you want to advertise the quality of grass-fed protein powder receiving. There leaves doubt on the claims of grass-fed. It might be grass-fed, however, but without no third-party certification. With where the protein powder is being sourced from, it's not very transparent with Transparent Labs. So let's go ahead and do a grass-fed protein check on Transparent Labs protein. When it comes to quality, this protein does deliver on several fronts, which is fantastic. It's easy to mix, has a fantastic flavor, and if you are someone who is very sensitive to stevia, I did find it very enjoyable. But how does it compare to other brands in the grass-fed industry? Let's take a look against On Gold Standard. You can be in one of two camps here for Transparent Labs. I'm getting a verified non-amino spike protein powder, or how come I'm paying for a non-verified grass-fed protein powder? Full disclosure, I'm in camp 2. We pay more for a grass-fed whey because it offers a higher leucine content. In compared to Optimum Nutrition, there is a little issue in regards to the leucine quality. As you can see, Transparent Labs only offers 8.71% leucine compared to ON's 10.83. So essentially, you are paying more for a grass-fed protein powder without the third-party certification. Protein per serving is higher, but I am under the impression that this protein powder is only offering around 8%, maybe 9% leucine per serving. So you're not really getting the highest quality protein powder on the market. based on the price you're paying. That is my professional opinion. Let's go ahead and examine Transparent Labs in the Amazon marketplace. What are reviewers saying about Transparent Labs? As of today, right now, their Transparent Labs offers a 4.4 out of 5-star rating based under 500 certified reviewers. The pros: tastes great, good mixability, clean ingredients. That's pretty much the standard with a lot of protein supplements in the market. However, the cons: some reviewers share that they had experienced GI issues. Others found it overly sweet due to the stevia. And then, of course, not to mention, there are some concerns with cross-contamination with gluten. I believe this is a gluten-free formulation. However, there is no statements saying that this is produced in an environment with cross-contaminants. So that is something of concern for some people. If you want to know how many scoops you need to use post-workout for Transparent Labs, don't worry, I got you. Research suggests that you need 25 grams of protein with up to 3 grams of leucine to stimulate muscle growth. Transparent Labs offers 28 grams of protein with 2.9 grams of leucine. Essentially, you just need one little bit, just a hair bigger scoop to stimulate muscle growth. However, if you're in the camp, wow, this protein expensive, I got you covered. I would suggest using high protein skim milk. It offers 13 grams of protein with 1.3 grams of leucine. Knowing what we know about Transparent Labs protein powder, you're gonna need a little bit more than half a scoop to stimulate muscle growth. So let's go ahead, let's put what we know into use and making ourselves a Transparent Lab shake. Instructions are simple as follows: 1 scoop with 6 to 8 ounces of water. Use 1 to 3 scoops daily. I'm not working out today, and I am just gonna go ahead and use water. And as always, Daily Driver Pure Choice Farm Shaker Cup. Let's go ahead, use 1 scoop, going in just a little bit taller, close the cell, and lock her up. So how does Transparent Labs mix? This baby comes clean, no problems whatsoever. And then, of course, let's look underneath the shaker lid. Not a thing at all. This is a home run. And then, of course, the taste profile. We are doing milk chocolate. So growing up, I always had Nestle's cocoa, drinkable cocoa chocolate milk. So let's see if this reminds me of my childhood. Cheers. Yep, that thing does. Transparent Labs milk chocolate tastes like what you'd think from Nestle Chocolate Quick. Nice, rich, decadent chocolate flavor. Very solid. If you do use the high protein skim milk or milk in general, this thing is going to taste like it's chocolate milk. And for me, being someone who is very sensitive to stevia, this thing tastes amazing. So I think in my book, this is the best tasting stevia protein powder that I've had to date, and it's fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and go over the pros and cons with Transparent Labs. And as always, I want to go ahead and start with the cons. It's not certified as grass-fed. Big red flag. The amino acid profile suggests that it could potentially be sourced from grass-fed, but without that background minimum of USDA Organic. I would imagine because this protein powder does offer a lower leucine content, this protein is probably sourced from one of the lower quality whey distributors. If it is sourced from the United States, there are no statements that this protein powder is internationally sourced on the container with domestic and international ingredients. So it's very possible that this protein powder could be sourced from the United States. But once again, that it's expensive. Technically you are getting an effective minimum dose to stimulate muscle growth. At that point, you're paying $59.99 for a non-certified grass-fed protein powder. So, and then of course, not the highest protein powder that is based from a grass-fed protein. It's very possible that this is just a higher protein per serving, and that because of that, you're getting a little bit more protein powder in a serving. And so it's very possible that this could be just a standard whey protein powder with claims of it being grass-fed. So let's go ahead and examine what does Transparent Labs get right. Man, the robust third-party certifications found on this product, Labdoor, it is a very high protein content, which is amazing, easy to mix, and then of course, fantastic stevia flavor. This is coming from a guy who is not a fan of stevia. So let's go ahead and ask ourselves this question as we near the end of this protein review. Is Transparent Labs worth it? It depends. You already know I'm in the second camp here. Why am I paying $59.99 for a protein powder that is priced as truly grass-fed? As I shared in my comparison with Opti Nutrition's Gold Standard, there isn't much difference between the two brands besides price point of almost 50%. So, however, you do have to like the background certifications, third-party certifications offered by Transparent Labs, not amino spiked, free of banned and illegal substances. So you have that to look at, which is fantastic. Okay, let's just go ahead and examine Transparent Labs against other certified grass-fed protein powders, and let's answer this question. Is Transparent Labs one of the cleanest protein powders you can buy for your money? No denying, Transparent Labs stands out amongst the rest because of its minimal ingredient profile and robust third-party certifications. Let's go ahead and examine the numbers, and then let's break it down. Transparent Labs offers 28 grams of protein per serving with 130 calories. Priced about $2 per serving. It is certified by Labdoor Informed Protein, all top of the line third-party certifications that you want to be paying for a certified protein powder. The only one lacking is the certified grass-fed. But how does Transparent Labs stack up against other third-party certified USDA Organic, truly grass-fed protein powders? Here are the ones that are certified truly grass-fed. Legion, Earth-Fed Muscle, Asian Roots. Those are the three that are certified as grass-fed. Raw Organic Whey is certified USDA Organic. As I shared, Antler Farms is from New Zealand due to strict government regulations and protein powder. Everything is correct on that label. And then of course I threw in Muscle Feast. Even though that protein powder is not certified as truly grass-fed or USDA Organic, in my review of that protein powder, I did find that it is sourced from the United Kingdom and Ireland. So you do have a paper trail of evidence highly suggesting that this protein powder, Muscle Feast, is grass-fed protein. When you compare Transparent Labs based on protein per serving, calorie, and price, it is very similar. But the big caveat lacking from Transparent Labs is that USDA or truly organic or truly grass-fed certification. If you are looking for the top 3 cleanest protein powders that your money can purchase, as always, I always recommend going with the unflavored protein powder, and I would rank my top 3 as Antler Farms, Earth-Fed Muscle, and Asian Roots. Antler Farms are always at the top of the list due to strict government regulations found in New Zealand regarding to supplements. Earth-Fed Muscle and Asian Roots are interchangeable, and it depends on your financial situation. The cheapest one out of the bunch is Asian Roots because you do get 2 options. Legion, Earth-Fed Muscle, and Asian Roots all offer the same testing. It's just Earth-Fed Muscle does not have that Labdoor certification or Informed Protein. So let's go ahead and examine which is the best grass-fed protein powder your money can buy. If you're looking for grass-fed whey isolate with the highest leucine content to maximize your muscle growth, Antler Farms is numero uno, then Earth-Fed Muscle are hard to beat. Transparent Labs still holds its own, especially concerning the flavor options and mixability. If you were to ask for my top 3 grass-fed protein powders that are certified, Antler Farms, Asian Roots, Earth-Fed Muscle. Antler Farms and Earth-Fed Muscle offer a strong stevia taste. If you do go with the flavor profiled one versions of their protein powder, however, you can offset that with just adding 2 to 4 more fluid ounces to offset that strong stevia taste. If you want the best tasting protein powder, Transparent Labs, hands down, easy W right there. However, it's not certified or truly grass-fed as a protein powder, which is the big caveat and the reasons why you do purchase a grass-fed protein powder, minimally processed, higher leucine content. Unfortunately, Transparent Labs does not offer the highest leucine content per serving. If you're on the fence about buying in these protein powders, start with Legion due to their no questions asked money back offer. As you can see, looking at Transparent Labs, yes, the leucine content is pretty high, but when you start looking at the leucine percent compared to all the other brands there, it is right at the bottom. So, but if taste is important for you, flavor is important to you, go with Transparent Labs. But then once again, you do have that issue. Are you paying that $59.99 for a truly grass-fed protein brand or USDA Organic grass-fed protein powder? Unfortunately, Transparent Labs does not have that big certification by either organization at all. So, hey, another protein review in the books. What are your thoughts on Transparent Labs? I want to know. Comment below, let me know. Are you a big fan of it? I think Transparent Labs is worth a look if you are trying to find a minimally processed protein powder that tastes great. Unfortunately, if looking at the label here, big claim, grass-fed, 100%. The big thing is, do you have the paperwork, Transparent Labs, to go ahead and verify grass-fed, USA sourced? Please leave a like, help my dreams come true for this channel I'm trying to build here. I don't know what I'm going with here. Leave a like if you like this content, helping you be a more informed buyer. Subscribe for weekly protein powder reviews. I do take special requests as always. I've been pretty consistent on getting one video review out minimum per week, depending on my schedule. As always, I want to say thank you for watching and make it a great day.